After encountering several witnesses of the proclamation of the gospel, I propose summarizing this series of catechesis on Apostolic Zeal in 4 points, inspired by the apostolic exhortation Evangelii Gaudium, whose 10th anniversary we celebrate this month. The first point, which we will see today, relates to the attitude on which the substance of the evangelizing gesture depends: joy. The Christian message, as we have heard from the angel's words to the shepherds, is the proclamation of a great joy. The reason? Good news, a surprise, a beautiful event, much more, a person, Jesus. Jesus is the joy. He is God made man who came to us. The question, dear brothers and sisters, is therefore not whether to proclaim it, but how to proclaim it. And this how is joy. Either we proclaim Jesus with joy, or we do not proclaim him, because no other way of proclaiming him is capable of bringing the true reality of Jesus. This is why a discontent Christian, a sad Christian, a dissatisfied, or worse still, resentful or rancorous Christian is not credible. This person will talk about Jesus, but no one will believe him. Once someone said to me, talking about these Christians, "But these are po-faced Christians. That is, they express nothing, but joy is essential." It is essential to keep watch over our emotions. Evangelization works in gratuitousness because it comes from fullness, not from pressure. And when one tries to evangelize on the basis of ideologies, this is not evangelizing. This is not the gospel. The gospel is not an ideology. The gospel is a proclamation of joy. Ideologies are cold, all of them. The gospel has the warmth of joy. Ideologies do not know how to smile. The gospel is a smile. It makes you smile because it touches the soul with the good news. The birth of Jesus, in history as in life, is the source of joy. Think of what happened to the disciples of Emmaus, who could not believe their joy, and the others, then, the disciples altogether, who when Jesus went to the upper room could not believe their joy. The joy of having the risen Jesus. An encounter with Jesus always brings you joy, and if this does not happen to you, it is not a true encounter with Jesus. What Jesus does with the disciples tells us that the first who need to be evangelized are the disciples. We are the first who need to be evangelized. We Christians, it is us. This is very important. Immersed in today's fast-paced and confused environment, we too, in fact, may find ourselves living our faith with a subtle sense of renunciation, persuaded that the gospel is no longer heard and no longer worth striving to proclaim. We might even be tempted by the idea of letting others go their own way. Instead, this is precisely the time to return to the gospel, to discover that Christ is forever young and a constant source of newness. Thus, like the two at Emmaus, one returns to daily life with the enthusiasm of one who has found a treasure. They were joyful, those two, because they had found Jesus, and he changed their life. One discovers that humanity abounds with brothers and sisters waiting for a word of hope. The gospel is awaited, even today. People of today are like people of all times. They need it. Even the civilization of programmed unbelief and institutionalized secularity. Indeed, especially the society that leaves the spaces of religious meaning deserted, needs Jesus. This is the right moment for the proclamation of Jesus. Therefore, I would like to say again to everyone, the joy of the gospel fills the hearts and lives of all who encounter Jesus. Those who accept his offer of salvation are set free from sin, sorrow, inner emptiness, and loneliness. With Christ, joy is constantly born anew. Let us not forget this. If any one of us does not perceive this joy, they should ask themselves if they have found Jesus. The gospel takes the path of joy always. It is the great proclamation. I invite all Christians, wherever and in whatever situation they may be, to renew their encounter with Jesus Christ today. Each one of us, let us take a little time today and think, Jesus, you are within me. I want to encounter you every day. You are a person. You are not an idea. You are a traveling companion. You are not a program. You are the love that solves many problems. You are the beginning of evangelization. You, Jesus, are the source of joy. Amen.